Today we are making a real South African classic, Tamatie Kos. I'm sure you must have had Tamatie Kos in your lifetime before, and if you haven't, we're here to show you how. And we've got some beautiful ingredients, natural ingredients, and we're going to combine it together with some lovely lamb knuckles and lamb neck and make the most incredible comforting dish. And of course, you have to have basmati rice. There's nothing better. So come join me and let's get stuck in. So this is one of those dishes where when it was a cold winter night, we'd make this beautiful dish because it is so comforting. It warms the whole house up as well with the steam, with the tomato and the lamb and everything like that. And it is just such a lovely dish to have. Those flavors that come out of there are incredible. And it just warms you up from the inside. Most fantastic dish ever. So, first thing we're going to do is get stuck into our tomatoes. These tomatoes, see, I've got some nice ones here. And this dish requires an exorbitant amount of tomatoes. But you can see here, this has been in the fridge for quite a while. And I was looking through some of the things I could make and I was like, Tamatie Kos. Yes, I definitely want to make Tamatie Kos because I want to show you how to make Tamatie Kos. It is a lovely dish to make. So these tomatoes is the perfect little tomato to use. So your leftover tomatoes, get them out of your fridge, chop them up and make Tamatie Kos. So let's get there. Ends chopped off there. So we're using quite a couple of tomatoes here. We've got around about 10 tomatoes. These are, I guess these are medium tomatoes. And these are Roma. These are Roma tomatoes. I like the Romas because they're juicier than some of the other salad tomatoes, which is quite green and not as ripe. So you want nice ripe tomatoes here because that's going to add that rich flavor to your dish. So you might think, there's no te veel tomaties. Well, it wouldn't be Tamatie Kos if there wasn't this amount of tomatoes. And you're making it into a lovely tomato stew, right? That's what we're doing here. And of course, we're doing it over the fire. And we are making it in our lovely cast iron pot. Smoke, fire, lamb, tomato. Lovely food. You know, if you want to have a very smooth pasta sauce, then remove the skin if you want to. But, you know, we're doing rustic here. We're doing South African style cooking. And we're just chopping it with the skin on. That's it. All right, we've got our lovely tomatoes chopped up. Let's just move them over into the vessel. Once again, this knife, look how easy that is. That's a lovely knife to work with. Not your typical chef knife, right? But it's a nice chopping knife. That's done. I think the next thing we can get onto is our onions. So we are going to cut 2 onions up here. Also just in rough blocks or chunks. Try to get them a little bit finer because you don't want big chunky pieces of onion in your dish. Now I must tell you, lamb and onions is a match made in heaven. I don't know what it does to onions. It just creates this caramelly onion that when it's mixed with your lamb and your other ingredients, it just gives such a depth of flavor to your dish. It's even making my mouth water, like really. And this is one of those dishes as well, you know, you make it and put it in the fridge and you can freeze it. And when you want it, warm it up in the microwave and sit in front of your TV, watch the rugby. That's why I'm wearing this top today, because we've got rugby on later today. The Boks are playing Wales. So let's hope for the best. Let's make sure, well, let's hope that Rassie has got the right players in his team. All right, well, let's get these chopped up. And you know what? I must say, we have almost been around for a year. At the end of August, we would have been around for a year doing braais, showing you amazing recipes, lighting amazing fires, and we've enjoyed every flippin' moment of it. And can you believe you subscribed? And we're almost at 5,000 subscribers. I mean, incredible. Like, thank you for checking our channel out, loving our recipes, commenting. I love your comments, and I reply to every single one of them. So thank you, really appreciate it. And it'll be really cool if we can get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of August. So you can make it happen. And if you do, that'll be fantastic. We'll have a celebration. And another thing, reminding a couple of videos back, we said that if we get to 10,000 subscribers, camera woman would make a braai herself. So make that happen too. Come on, just click. It costs nothing. So just click it and subscribe, and we'll check you on our next recipes. So let's do this recipe. Have to show you this recipe. And always remember, the recipe is always in the description of the video itself. So go check it out. All right, so let's get some garlic in here as well, because that's going to add a lovely depth of flavor and fragrance to your dish as well. This is a impossible garlic. There we go. Yeah, so we want about 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. Let's just fix this fire. Yeah, so let's get them out of here. All right. So just chop off the ends over there. Let's give him a peel. And then you should be able to easily remove that. There we go. Quick and easy. However, I saw, and I haven't tried this yet, you actually put this clove, you don't have to chop the end off. I believe that's how they did it. And you put it in the microwave for 10 seconds. So I'm going to go try that out. Fully microwaved. Okay, so you're supposed to just squeeze him. Okay, that comes off quite easily. No way. It works. It's a little bit hot, but only 10 seconds. I can't believe that it works. I'm going to do every garlic like this from now on. Because, I mean, if you do that, right, you still have to try and get in there somehow and then peel it. I can't believe it. Hey, camera woman, that's incredible. Wow. Yeah, so I'm telling you, you learn something new every day, eh? Oh well, we've tested it and it works. So try that out for yourself. All right, let's just give these a chop. Okay, our garlic is done. So let's get on to our next flavor bomb. Right, we're building flavors here. So the way I know this dish, this tomato stew, this Tamatie Kos, is with some thyme. And listen, this dish takes no time to make as well. In the cast iron pot, hour and a half with your tomatoes and your lamb. And then after that, we add our potatoes. All that we're missing is rosemary. So we've got thyme, parsley, and rosemary. Let's go get some rosemary by our neighbors. They are so kind. They allow us to pick some of their herbs and lemons. So let's get, yes, we need a lemon as well. Let's get rosemary and lemon. Yeah, let's go. And we're back. All right, we've got ourselves a lovely lemon, and we've got ourselves some rosemary. These ingredients just add a lovely fragrance to your dish and also flavors your dish, right? So let's just put them on a rope over there. Just tie them together. There we go. Fantastic flavor bomb. You see the steam? I don't know if you can. Perfect winter dish. So we've got this sucker done. Let's get onto our potatoes. So we've got about 8 to 10 potatoes here. They're fairly small. They're not those big potatoes. These are Nicola potatoes. And we're going to put the potatoes in whole. But we're also going to stab it 1,000 times because then it absorbs that lovely Tamatie Kos. So we're going to peel them because otherwise it protects the potato and they don't absorb any of that lovely flavor. Wow, can you listen to these birds? Starlings and weavers we've got over here. Maybe we can go show you them now. So let's just chuck our potatoes in here. That's just to wash them off and also just so that they don't discolor because they're only going to go after an hour and a half. So they must chill out there. And if I leave them on the outside, they're going to like oxidize, right? They're going to turn like brown. So let's get them in there. All right, so take your fork and just do that. And the only reason is, and I swear to you, this does work, that the flavor from the tomato gets in there and it penetrates that first layer of skin and it really works. So do that. Let's get our magafta on. This cool magafta. I don't know if you've watched the previous episodes, right in the beginning I didn't have a magafta. I'll show you what the magafta is now, and I used bakstenen, which worked. It worked perfectly, but check this magafta out. See? Let's just get him ready there. It's like a Manamarak spacecraft. Do you remember that that cartoon? Some of the things we used to watch when we were kids. All right, tell me if you remember that. That's all. All right, so gooi 2 tablespoons of olive oil in there. Let's just wait for it to heat up a touch, and then we're going to get our lamb in there. While it's heating up, we're going to spice our lamb. Look at that lovely lamb neck that we've got. And then we asked our butcher to cut us some lamb shank, right? And then these are called knuckles of skinkles. And the lovely part about that is you get that little marrow bone as well. You can, once it's done, of course, suck it out. It's delicious. All right. Let's season everything. Let's go test out our oil and let's get it in. Yeah, you hear that sizzle? So let's just chuck it all in. All right, so let's brown that up nicely. Let's really get that flavor going. And once it's done, we're going to add our onions. All right, let's take a look. They got a nice color on. Yeah, they got a little color on. Let's take a look. You can swap them around. There we go. That's what we're looking for. That is going to add lovely depth of flavor to your dish. I mean, you won't believe what a difference it makes to get that color onto your dish. And once it starts boiling, it releases that flavor into the whole stew itself, into the lekker Tamatie Kos. Right, so we've got a brown on both sides. Lovely. Let's get our onions in. So we want these onions to turn a lovely golden brown, right? Because that golden brown is going to offer a delicious caramelly taste to this dish. Let's just stir it in. Lovely. All right, so let's take a look at our onions. You can see they've got a beautiful caramel color. That is going to be perfect flavor bomb. So let's get some garlic in here. Just mix that in. And the reason why I put garlic in now is if you put it in early with your onions, it's going to burn. It's like very sensitive to your heat. So put it in afterwards, and only for a few seconds, just get it in there, incorporate it. Let's add our lovely tomatoes. Mix that in there. So as you can see, it's reduced down quite nicely. Those tomatoes aren't as chunky, but while it's going in the pot longer, it's definitely going to disintegrate, make a lovely sauce. So to this we add 100 grams of tomato puree. It's Tamatie Kos, right? You have to get that tomato puree in there, and a lot of it, because that's what makes it taste like Tamatie Kos. And to balance that tomato flavor out, a little bit of sugar. So 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. Brown sugar is better than the white sugar. It adds an incredible, lovely flavor to it. And then to sharpen it up and to brighten the dish up, lemon. So now we're adjusting flavors, right? We don't know how it tastes yet. We're going to taste now. And later on we'll taste again after the flavors have developed. But this is what we're doing. We're adding the sharpness of the tomatoes, more depth with the tomato puree, a little bit of sugar to bring that up, and this citrus to brighten the dish up, and to also add a lovely tang to it. So this has got pips in. Just hold your hand there, catch any pips, get that lemon in. We're going to add a liter of water. Lovely, let's get that water in. Daar sê, dis nou amper reg vir daai Boerekos, but let's first get some salt and pepper in there. Alright, and then let's give it a taste. This is the initial tasting, right? Just to see if the flavors are right. Oh, they're spot on. Spot on. Can taste that lemon, that brightness coming through, the sugar coming through, the tomato, full-on flavor burst. That's perfect. Let's put our Boerekos in. And this guy, I've got flames going on there at the back. Every now and then I'm going to move some coals just to heat the pot up a little bit. This goes for an hour and a half. So forget about it. Go and enjoy your day. Watch the video further. Go fill up a glass of wine or a beer. And we'll see you now. Ooh. I've just added some more wood to the back over there, so it's boiling vigorously. But that's been going for an hour and a half now. It's time to add those potatoes. There we go. So, lovely thick Tamatie Kos. Oh, those tomatoes, the garlic, the herbs, everything smelling delicious. Okay, make sure that your potatoes are covered. That's going to go for half an hour. The perfect time to start with that rice. Let's get that basmati rice going. So, you have to get your basmati rice on. Basmati is like just the best rice for this dish. So, let's add our basmati rice, 1 cup of basmati rice. I add it just like this. And then 2 cups of water. There we go. So the secret to this is let it boil. So I put on the lid just to get the boil up and running. Once it started boiling and you see the bubbles start to blip over the rice, then you know it's time. Then you put it on low heat, put that on, let it go for around about 10 minutes or so. Check it, see if everything's good, and then you put it off. And then just let it rest. It just wants to relax after that and enjoy itself in that lovely steam bath for another 8 minutes or so. And then after that, fluff it up and munch it with that lovely Tamatie Kos. Oh, there we go. Holy smoke. That fire's now upset, I took it off. All right, that is beautiful. Let's take a look at our creation. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Stunning. That's looking marvelous. Exactly how our Tamatie Kos should look. And now we just have to determine if it tastes like Tamatie Kos. So our lovely fluffy rice, give it a fluff there. As you can see, tried and tested recipe. Fantastic. Let's get a scoop in here. Wow. Real comfort food this. It's exactly what you want on a winter's day. And let's dish up some of this beautiful Tamatie Kos. Get yourself a beautiful piece of lamb knuckle. Look at this potato. Oh, this is going to be incredible. And then this lamb neck, how soft that is. Divine. Okay, just some sauce. Lovely sauce over it. Wow, the time has arrived to get stuck into this delicious lamb. Look at this, look at that. Completely falls apart. It's so soft and so tender. Look at that. And smells delicious. Let's get in there. Tamatie Kos. Verby. Oh my word. This brings back so many lovely winter memories. Some potato, that turned out amazing. And some rice. This is a real traditional South African comfort food. Man, oh man. And if you like a little bit of extra lemon, give it a squeeze. Oh, that citrus smell. Smells beautiful. Let's get in there. Oh, it's so tender. You have to try this recipe out. It is divine. It's real South African food on a plate. And remember, we post every single Friday at 6 o'clock p.m. So come join us and check us on our channel. And we love your comments. Please comment, please subscribe. Tell us what food you like and we will maybe make it. So catch you on the next episode. Cheers.